They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I took no risks. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this. I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Mile high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 8-3.
Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. He's checking. Crash. Check 52. Check 26. Check 26.
Hard. Go.
Let's go right here.
Ready.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Fournette fighting through. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Yes, sir. Leonard Fournette has a well-deserved reputation as a physical, powerful runner. He's going to drop his shoulder and run over people time and time again. I think he uses it to his advantage, though. How about that last run? Set him up. Looked like he's going to drop the hammer, but gave a little wiggle, a little shake. And what did he do, partner?
Left the defender right there in his wake. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the Broncos' 46-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Here we go.
Block, and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From just shy of midfield, Locke firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ready, break.
Mike, 7. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Speed grip. Speed grip.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver 1st.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yes. Hey, Sam off. Hey, wahoo. Hey.
Locke to throw on 2nd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Fant, the 1st-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall, 2nd tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the 2nd Iowa tight end taken in the draft, his teammate T.J. Hawkinson, 8th overall. He was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's not going to get me.
Get it.
Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Go on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that is incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 36, 30.
Hey, let's go. Go.
Lucky.
You draw portion.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Slam. Ship.
Spike.
Fournette running right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Good job, D.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, let's get in that hole. Check.
Hey, Delta.
Check Mike 11. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Hey, check Mike 11. Let's go, D.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew, he'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Check Mike 11. I'm coming for you, son.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Be careful.
Minshew sets to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Jacksonville. Josh Lambo lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 21-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half. I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right? Unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. On first down, Locke. And his throw is incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half. No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync. And this Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here. Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Set 50, plant. Ready?
On third and long, it's Locke. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it. They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Hey, high 7.
Switch, go. Switch it, come on, switch it. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Hey, tight.
Get it.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
It's a turnover on downs.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
And the Jaguars
Down.
first down.
18 Gator.
Push him back.
Recon, 132 fighter. Smooth. Snap.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
1st down, Jacksonville.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
Now.
45.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check. Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Hey,
Bravo.
45's the mic.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Check 13. Check 13.
Leo.
Watch the whip.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Yep.
No.
Hey, lock it. Hit it.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
It's a gain of 17.
And it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, Haywood.
Check Mike 45.
You don't want this.
Get it.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Slam. Check 3. Check 3.
Look. Squeeze.
Alert 3. Peek in.
Let's go.
Now Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Set.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
There's a party now.
Hey, Alpha.
45, Mike, 45. Okay, double up. Out.
Look at me. Go. Fight.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
We taking wins home.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
On snap.
It'll be Minshew again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Hey, Charlie.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Head up.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook as the 1st half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Clock now on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hard.
Clock now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Rock it. Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. He's got this complete to Hamilton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 3, alert.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 79 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Ready,
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
You're out. Now.
Throwing again on second down. Lock. Open man, here is Hamilton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
We got it. Watch tight end. Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Hey, wahoo.
I'm on.
From the gun on third down. Lock. He completes this to Sutton. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
SOS.
25, check 25, check 25.
They'll run it again with Fournette. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Know your job.
Hey, Echo.
Check four. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Go on.
Showing it.
Hit it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Come on, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw again on second down. Lock. That one into the hands of Hamilton. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch the screen.
Get it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 22, Locke under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he doesn't have a lot of time to throw the football. I like the way I said that, in his defense.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Locke trying again after the pick 6. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still
blitz coming, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Broncos on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready, break.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Cut. Check 50, check 50, go.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go.
All day, every day, any day. 45.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Come on.
Hey, Delta. Hey.
Let's go. Hey, check Mike 45.
Get it.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And get that to Fournette, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
90, Wolf.
And the Jaguar first down.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 33 and a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is the tight end fan. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Switch. He's checking. Crash.
Check 52.
Now.
26, check 26.
He tripped.
On first down, Gordon. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's Gordon. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. The kick by McManus is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.